Hello, Back Talkers. Welcome to another episode. We have a great show lined up for you today. We'll be chatting about a stripper who falls off a pole and continues twerking.
And men who experience days of weird vision after taking erectile dysfunction drugs like Viagra.
A Kentucky woman shoots her boyfriend over a thermostat.
And 7 other things you won't believe. Stick around till the end, too, because we'll be playing a game called
Survey Said. So stay tuned. Back Talkers, I'm André.
And I'm John.
And you're watching Back Talk, the show that'll make you think,
laugh,
and realize you're not as crazy as some folks out there.
Because of the 10 things this week, the crazy things this week you probably didn't know about.
But first, be sure to subscribe, like, and comment below, and hit that notification bell to be notified of new videos that come your way.
And please share with like-minded friends and family. Our featured product of the day is the Mr. Franklin Timer Back Talk Tee.
That's right. You can own the official Mr. Franklin Timer Back Talk Tee and bring opinions, humor, sass, and Franklin's attitude to your back talk.
Mr. Franklin Timer is the timing guy for our show.
Yes, he is. And whenever we go overtime, Franklin is sure to sound off.
Oh, yes, he does.
But now,
let's jump into the hot seat.
And all I'm getting back from you is lip flap and back talk.
That's another hot seat.
Here we are.
A stripper falls off a pole 15 feet in the air, mind you, and continues twerking.
Now that's what I call a true professional.
But you know what? She needed the money. I totally understand, because if I had fallen and I saw the people that was in the audience, I would have kept on twerking too.
Would you?
More money, more money, more money.
Men are experiencing days of weird vision after taking erectile dysfunction drugs like Viagra.
Oh my God.
They reported light sensitivity, blurred eyesight, and even blue-tinted vision.
But I wonder, was this while watching internet porn?
Well, they were watching blue movies.
Ooh. Now you're going to have to talk a little bit about blue movies.
Well, I mean, that's another name for pornos.
Oh, okay.
An old-fashioned name. You young'uns probably don't know that.
Well, I thought that if you masturbated, didn't you go blind, or aren't you supposed to go blind or something like that?
Yes, well, that's why Kellogg's invented cornflakes. Don't you know the story?
No,
it's true. That's where cornflakes came from. It was to, so to speak, save the vision of America's youth.
Maybe that's why I like Frosted Flakes. Moving on. I went crazy. A Kentucky woman shot her boyfriend over the thermostat, and she's going to jail.
You might say she got a little hot under the collar.
Girl, I completely understand, because when I run out of shea butter, somebody better watch out, because they in trouble, Jack. They're in trouble, Jack.
But what's she gonna do when there's no thermostat in her jail cell?
Oh, gosh. That inmate better watch out.
At least she won't have a gun.
See, students on Colorado State University's Pueblo campus will have the option to study cannabis starting this fall.
Now, we studied cannabis in college.
You did?
But of course, that was the 70s and there was no degree.
Well, I remember, when black folks were studying cannabis on the streets, they were trying to lock us up.
See? Actually, I think it's a fine idea to study cannabis professionally in a college setting. I mean, it's a good idea. Learn more about the drug's benefits and problems.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do the next one too?
Oh, viral video sparks debate over whether it's okay to put your seat back on an airplane. Hell yeah! If I purchase the ticket and I'm riding on this plane for an X amount of hours, that seat is mine for that amount of time. And he's lucky that it wasn't me, because I would have knocked the shit out of him. And he's also lucky that it wasn't like a man or, a girl or a black woman.
Oh, can you imagine?
Ooh, and her weave would have been twitching and wig probably would have fell off with all that hitting on the back seat. I'm telling you, there would have been a disaster on the plane. It would have been, what's that movie in the 70s? Nightmare Flight 747 or something like that. There would have been a disaster.
And now the Delta CEO, so this was on American Airlines, right?
Okay.
But the Delta CEO
Yes.
said airline passengers should ask before they recline. Now, can you believe that?
What in the hell is he thinking?
That is your seat. And it has a recline function. Why do you have to ask the person in back of you?
Excuse me, you mind if I lean my seat back?
And then what
no.
What if the person says no?
I used to be a flight attendant for Northwest Airlines, and I did that for 7 years. And let me tell you, when you purchase a seat, or if you're tall, you know that you should purchase a seat in the exit row. That's where you get the longest leg room, or you purchase a seat in business class if there is one, or maybe even first class. But you don't sit in the back of the plane knowing how tall you are and not allowing the person in front of you to recline their seat. That's on you, brother. So I'm surprised that she didn't beat your ass. So
now, if you put your funky ass naked foot up on the armrest right next to my face, that's different.
yes, very much so.
These male spiders distract females with their legs as a snack so they can mate. This is the male tufted golden orb weaver spider, and it offers a female one of his front legs to snack on during sex. Now, it's most likely to appease the female so that he can both successfully mate and avoid getting eaten.
Talking about sex with dinner. I like to have a leg with that, please.
Well, there's no need to have dinner before sex now. You can just combine the two.
Oh, gosh. Oh, that reminds me. Whenever I order some guacamole out, maybe I'll order some chips and legs with that.
Would you like a leg?
You know we're supposed to have on shoes.
Now you know the
See?
truth behind the scenes.
Black model refuses to wear racist monkey lips and ears at Fashion Institute of Technology show.
Now, even though they had white models who actually went ahead and wore them, it's stupid.
I do not understand.
And it looked dumb.
Yeah, and didn't Gucci just get in trouble like a couple of months ago about a sweater, or maybe it was half a year ago or whatever, but they had a sweater that was black, and it covered up half the face, and it had red big lips on it, and they were selling it and said that there was no discrimination involved with it. But black people complained because it was like being stereotypical. Why would you make something like that? These companies are going crazy, but you know what? On my new album, Uniglow Boy, on the song Uniglow Boy, I say, no Gucci for me, man. No Louis Vuitton for me, man. I'm a Uniglow boy. Maybe she was a Uniglow girl.
Will these companies never learn? Oh, Lord. Florida man complains after dialysis treatment center prevents him from bringing a Trump cutout to his treatment.
Maybe he was bringing it to treatment and was hoping to get a discount on his treatment.
Fat chance. Now, it was a life-size cutout, so I can understand the treatment center's concern that it interfered with their operation.
Right.
Now, if he had brought just like a framed photo, maybe then I'd be a little more sympathetic to his complaint.
It was a huge cut out.
Life size. Why? Why?
And it was in Florida. So
Nothing more needs to be said.
Moving on. So house deeds still say black people can't live in Beverly Hills. Racist language is still woven into home deeds across America. Erasing it isn't easy, and some don't want to. How in the hell can you say erasing it isn't easy? All you gotta do is do it. What was that Nike's ad campaign?
Just do it.
Just do it. All you gotta do is just do it. I do not understand. This really pisses me off. I don't understand why my skin color matters so much. And I'm surprised that black people haven't gone crazy or snapped from all the shit that we have had to endure through history. We should be the ones who are snapping and going crazy, but no, we play it straight and we just get upset and we do our protest, but we really should be the ones going crazy. But when you think of slavery, and then you think of when we got here to the continent, then our families were sold. So my cousin could be living next door. I could be walking past a cousin on the street and not even know. So and then all the other stuff that we had to endure, discrimination. So this is just crazy. It's just really crazy. But I think it boils down to jealousy. I really do. I don't know what it is about the skin color. I don't know what it is about us as a people. Because when you look at it, and this is no offense, white people are getting their lips done to be bigger, which if you didn't like our lips, why do you want our lips? They're getting their butts done bigger because they want their butts to look like ours.
Don't forget about tanning.
Oh yeah, and tanning. So then if you don't like our dark skin, why are you going to tanning booths? Yeah, why do you want dark skin? So anyway, it makes no sense. So the only thing I can see, bottom line, is it must be jealousy. Are you jealous?
Every day of my life.
Oh, we can dance, we can rap, we can sing. We can play sports. I think it's just from us being left out that we've always had to do better. We've always had to do 110%. So it's not necessarily per se that that's in our genes. I just think that because we were left out of the game, like golf, and couldn't play football at one point and couldn't play basketball at one point, we stepped up our game and perfected that shit. Just like everything else that, we do. When people say that, though, we can't do this, we step it up 110% and take care of that shit. Moving on.
And all I can add is there is no end to human stupidity.
Oh, God.
So speaking of human stupidity, at least 6 celebrities are showing off new face tattoos.
What would your face tattoo be? Because I know mine would be... Hold up a minute. Peace out, motherfuckers. And then I'll have it written diagonally across my face so that you know that I was crazy walking down the street.
Well, I am going to get a face tattoo.
You are? What are you going to get?
You'll see.
Well, I think that's it for this week. That's the crazy ass shit that was in the news this week.
Crazy enough for you?
Oh, gosh. God help us. Or I should say, the universe help us, please. So anyway, it's time for some wine.
Little wine.
Cheers.
And
cheers.
It's game time.
It's game time! Today's game is Survey Said. So,
The premise for this game is we have to guess the number one choice that people gave for a particular question or situation.
Right. Okay. So you want to go first or me?
I will go first.
Okay.
Name something parents like to blame for their kids' bratty behavior.
Name something parents like to blame for their kids' bratty behavior. It's the parents' fault.
That was not even one of the choices.
Okay.
The number one response was friends. They blamed friends.
Wow. Okay. Name something fake that women wear.
Eyelashes.
No. Wigs.
Oh, okay.
That was the number one answer.
You know why eyelashes was on my mind? Because that was in one of the games that we played several episodes back.
Oh, okay. But that was one of the answers, though. But no, the top answer was wigs.
Or maybe it's because I sometimes like to wear fake eyelashes.
Oh. I didn't know that. Go ahead.
The nurse was fired for making patients undress just to give them a what?
Ooh, a sponge bath.
Oh, that was one of the answers, but unfortunately not the right one. A shot in the arm.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Oh, wait a minute now. Wait a minute.
Get yourself together.
Wait a minute now. Name an animal you'd hate to touch.
Porcupine.
Yes. You
That was
must know
too
that.
easy.
Okay, go ahead.
Name a reason a woman might say she likes chubby men.
Ooh, name a reason a woman might say she likes chubby men. She likes love handles.
That
What is the
maybe.
correct answer?
Number one is more cushion cuddly.
Then that's a
So
right.
yeah,
Ding.
I'll give you a ding. Okay. We both got a ding.
Name something you can do to a nose.
Pick it.
Blow it. Ooh, that was the number one answer, but picket is also an answer too. And then play roly-poly.
Oh, André. Oh. It was all fun and games at the family reunion until Grandma got drunk and did what?
Danced.
Ding, ding. In tandem with danced was stripped.
Ooh.
So she stripped and danced, but either answer was acceptable.
Okay. Oh, gosh. Okay. Here we go. If you were stranded on a desert island and could have one thing from your home with you, what would you choose?
Oh, I don't like that answer. That
One
was
thing
too
from your
hard.
home.
One thing from your home.
Yes.
Oh, well, I know what I would choose, but it's not an answer that I think would be on people's.
So
list.
what would
If
people
I'm trying to
choose?
guess what people would choose, oh my god! I know they're supposed to be.
Time
a
is
time
running
limit,
out.
too. I have no idea. I'll just say a piano because that's what I know.
And TV. I know, right? People would choose to take a TV if they were. Well, I guess that would be a form of entertainment. So,
But there's no electrical outlets.
see.
You're just going to be staring at a blank TV
That
tube.
was one of the top answers.
Oh, I can see myself.
Good.
Name something that Frankenstein's bride complains that her husband has two of that don't match.
What does he have two of that doesn't match? Electrical outlets? Electrical those things on his neck, those electrical things.
Oh, okay. That was one of the answers. Bolts and screws.
Oh,
That's what
okay.
they are. But it wasn't. The number one answer was hands and fingers.
Oh. Hands and fingers?
Yeah, because Frankenstein's supposed to be made of stitched together with all these different parts.
Oh. Oh! That is it for this week. Franklin, you know how to do your job. I think that you're just... Anyway, Franklin got an attitude, and it's time to move on.
But we did pretty good, don't you think? But before we go, here is our feel-good of the week.
A pigeon that can't fly and a chihuahua with special needs formed a fast friendship at a New York rescue center.
The Interspecies Friends met at the Mia Foundation, a nonprofit that helps pets with birth defects.
Wow. Well, all I know is she better be careful and not get too comfortable because that chihuahua is going to need a chew toy. But wait a minute. It's been reported that a wing is missing.
All joking aside, I think it's pretty sweet.
Aw.
Now, if you want to check out behind-the-scenes footage from our show, check out our Instagram account.
And if you want to help support the show, be sure to check out our Back Talk merch. Links are in the description box below.
And take a selfie wearing or holding the merchandise.
Hashtag Backtalk. Well, that's it for this week. Be sure to tune in next time. And remember,
Always have an opinion.
laugh,
And don't be afraid to backtalk.
Cheers.